Let's have a very honest conversation today about a secret that almost nobody warns you about before you stop working. For 40 years, we are sold a very specific dream of retirement. We are told it's a finish line. We imagine endless weekends, sleeping in late, sitting on a porch with a cup of coffee, and finally having the time to just do nothing. And for the first few months, it really is wonderful. It feels like a long, well-deserved vacation. You call it the honeymoon phase. But then, a random Tuesday morning rolls around. You wake up, you drink your coffee, you read the paper, you look at the clock, and it's only 9 a.m. You look out the window and realize you have absolutely nothing to do today, or tomorrow, or the next day. Slowly, the quiet house stops feeling peaceful and starts feeling empty. The freedom starts to feel a little bit like isolation. If you are sitting there right now feeling retired but bored, I need you to hear this. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You are not ungrateful. You are experiencing a very normal psychological shift. For decades, your career gave you a place to be, problems to solve, and a clear sense of identity. When that stops overnight, it leaves a vacuum. You don't just need to stay busy. Anyone can stay busy doing laundry or watching daytime television. You are looking for what to do in retirement that actually matters. You are craving purpose. The shift. Passing time versus finding meaning. Society tells older adults to just go play golf or sit in a recliner or play endless games on a tablet to pass the time. But here's the truth. You did not work your entire life just to pass the time until the end. You have decades of life left to live, and your brain and your soul still need nourishment. The cure for this deep boredom isn't finding more distractions. The cure is finding meaningful retirement hobbies. We need activities that make us forget to check the clock. We need hobbies that bring joy, not just hobbies that kill time. Today, we're going to look at 3 specific, profoundly rewarding hobbies designed for this exact chapter of life. These aren't just ways to stay occupied. They are ways to leave a mark, to connect, and to rediscover who you are when you aren't working for someone else. Hobby number 1, the legacy storyteller. Let's start with the first meaningful hobby. I call this becoming the legacy storyteller. Right now, in your home, there is likely a box or maybe an entire closet full of old photographs, pictures of your grandparents, photos from your childhood, snapshots of holidays from 30 or 40 years ago. Usually, our plan is to eventually organize them into albums, but I want to suggest something much more powerful. Don't just organize the photos, organize the stories behind them. Here's what you do. Buy a simple, beautiful journal or just use the voice memo app on your smartphone. Take out one single photograph each day. Sit with it. Look at the faces. Look at the background. And then record the story of that day. Who is in the picture? What did their voice sound like? What was the weather like? What's a funny memory you have about the car in the background or the house you were standing in front of? This is one of the most powerful fun hobbies after 60 because it exercises your memory. It brings a rush of positive nostalgia, and most importantly, it creates an invaluable treasure for your family. Every morning, you wake up knowing you have one more story to rescue from the past. It gives your morning deep emotional purpose.
Hobby number 2, the micro mentor, giving back. The second hobby addresses the hardest part of aging, the feeling that our skills are no longer needed. For decades, people came to you for answers. You were a professional, a manager, a problem solver, a parent. When retirement hits, that feeling of being needed suddenly vanishes. To fix this, we need to look at hobbies to stay happy that involve looking outward. I call this micro-mentoring. You have spent a lifetime accumulating wisdom, patience, and skills. The world desperately needs that right now, even if you don't realize it. But you don't have to commit to a tiring, full-time volunteer job to make a difference. Look for micro-opportunities in your local community. Do you know how to read well? Local libraries and elementary schools are always looking for seniors to come in for just 1 hour a week to read stories to children. Just 1 hour. But to a child who might not get that attention at home, your presence is magical. Were you in business, or accounting, or mechanics? There are countless young people trying to start their careers who are terrified and confused. Programs exist in almost every city that pair retired professionals with young adults for a cup of coffee once a month to offer guidance. Or perhaps it's as simple as community gardening, sharing your knowledge of how to grow tomatoes with a young family who just moved into the neighborhood. When you share what you know, you instantly rebuild your social connections. You bridge the generational gap. This is the ultimate secret to staying social in retirement without the awkwardness of trying to make forced small talk at a senior center. You connect over a shared purpose. And there is no faster cure for feeling useless than seeing the gratitude in someone else's eyes. Hobby number 3, the joyful beginner, mastering the mind. Finally, our third meaningful hobby is all about you. It's about returning to the pure joy of learning without any pressure to be perfect. Let's call this becoming a joyful beginner. When we were working, every skill we learned had to have a practical purpose. We learned software to get a promotion. We learned to fix the sink to save money. We rarely learned anything just for the sheer, beautiful fun of it. Now is your time to be a beginner again. And here is the secret. It doesn't matter if you are terrible at it. Have you always loved the sound of the piano but never learned to play? Buy a cheap used keyboard and watch free lessons on YouTube. Does watercolor painting look relaxing? Get some paper and let the colors bleed together. Have you always wanted to learn Italian just because it sounds romantic? Start today. This is one of the best hobbies for mental health after 60. When you try to learn a complex new skill, like a musical instrument, a new language, or a delicate craft, your brain is forced to build brand new neural pathways. It is the ultimate defense against cognitive decline. But beyond the science, it puts you into what psychologists call a flow state. When you are trying to figure out a new chord on a guitar, or mixing the perfect shade of green on a canvas, you cannot worry about the news. You cannot stress about your aches and pains. You are entirely present in the current moment. Give yourself permission to make bad art. Give yourself permission to play the wrong notes. The joy is not in the final product. The joy is in the process of growing. It is proof that your mind is still expanding, still curious, and still very much alive.
Retirement is not the end of your book. It is simply the beginning of a new, unwritten chapter. You don't have to surrender to the recliner and the television. You don't have to accept being bored. You have the time now to become the keeper of your family's history. You have the wisdom to guide the next generation. And you finally have the freedom to learn something entirely new just because it makes you smile. Don't try to do all of these at once. Just pick one. Tomorrow morning, wake up, pour your coffee, and ask yourself, which of these paths feels right for me today? If you found some comfort or inspiration in our conversation today, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Here at Elderly Wisdom Mind, we believe that our later years can be our most purposeful years, and we would love for you to join our growing family. Share this video with a friend who might be feeling a little lost in their retirement right now. Take care of yourselves, be kind to your minds, and we will see you in the next video.